Hello, my name is Kevin Partida, and I'm going to present to you Say No to Drugs, Say No to Paperazines. Paperazines are a synthetic compound that were first developed in the early 20th century. Initially, they were used as anthelminitic agents designed to treat parasite infections like roundworms or pineworms. While effective for these purposes, paperazines' clinical success in treating conditions like gout was limited. In the 90s, certain paperazines derivatives like BCB and TFMPP found new life as recreational drugs sold at legal heights. These substances mimic the effects of ecstasy and amphetamines, offering euphoria and increased energy. Unfortunately, their widespread abuse led to a range of health issues, from anxiety and hallucinations to heart problems, which prompt many countries to regulate or ban their use. The paperazines, often marked as party pills, pep pills, or social tonics, are synthetic drugs that mimic the effect of popular stimulants like cocaine, amphetamine, and ecstasy. They are typically sold as pill in capsules or powder form that are usually ingested, although some users prefer to inject, smoke, or snort them. The paparazines derivatives affect the brain neurotransmitter system in several ways. The serotonin, similar to amphetamines, and BCP promotes the release of serotonin and prevents its uptake. This boosts mood and increases feelings of empathy, but can also lead to overstimulation of serotonin receptors, causing hallucination, anxiety, and agitation. Increases the dopamine by increasing its levels. BCP creates a feeling of euphoria, reward, which is why users often report a high similar to that of other stimulants. Over time, this can lead to addiction. Paperazines also stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, raising heart rate and blood pressure, which can be dangerous, especially for those with underlying cardiovascular issues. The paperazines primarily affect the central nervous system, but they also have impact on other cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. The effect can vary depending on the person's health, dosage, and whether the drug is taken with other substances. Some of the common effects in the central nervous system are increased sociability, euphoria, and stimulation. At higher doses, users may experience hallucinations, confusion, or even delirium. In the cardiovascular, it elevates its heart rate, high blood pressure, and an increased risk of arrhythmias, making them especially dangerous for those with heart rate conditions. In the musculoskeletal, the muscles tension and jaw clenching, especially when taken in larger doses. In the psychological effects include feeling of paranoia, anxiety, or agitation. In extreme cases, this can result in a violent behavior. I want to talk about a little bit more about the musculoskeletal system and what effects does the paperazines has in its organs and cells. In the skeletal muscles, it causes a muscle tension and jaw clenching, which is a common side effect for persons who consume the paperazines, especially at higher doses. In the cell section, the muscle fibers, these cells contract more under the influence of paperazines, contributing to muscle stiffness and clenchiness. The motor neurons. These neurons control the voluntary muscles movement and can be influenced by the central nervous system changes caused by the paperazines. The paperazines are most well known for their ability to alter the release of neurotransmitters, causing change in mood and behavior and perception. Their stimulants effect, including increased heart rate and blood pressure, can be risky for individuals with existing health conditions. Additionally, this can often cause physical symptoms like muscle stiffness and teeth grinding. The DEA classifies the paperazines like the BCP and TFMPP as Schedule 1 substance in several countries, including the United States. This classification means that they have a higher potential for abuse, with no acceptance with medical use, placing them in the same category as heroin and LSD. What makes the paperazines unique compared to other more familiar stimulants like cocaine or ecstasy is that they affect multiple neurotransmitters at once: the serotonin, the dopamine, and the neuropine. Neuropinephrine. This combination produces stimulants and, patho- and pathogenetic effects, but also carries significant risks. The increased heart rate, anxiety, and potential for hallucination make paperazines especially dangerous for recreational use. An interesting fact about the paperazines is despite they originally being developed for medical purposes, like agents to treat parasites and infections, their recreational use in the 90s marked a major shift in their reputation. They were found to mimic the effects of popular stimulants like ecstasy and amphetamines, leading to their widespread use as legal highs. This phenomenon occurred largely due to the fact that they were not initially classified as a legal substance in many countries, allowing them to be sold openly in head shops or online. However, as their harmful effect, such as psychosis, heart problems, and increased risk of addiction became more apparent, authorities quickly moved to regulate or ban them. Their timeline of their rise and fall highlights the changes of keeping up with design drugs that evolve quickly in the underground market. Thank you for your